is Parin Somani and I am an ambassador for Global Peace for England, President of Shantidut Parivar for the UK Women's Wing, international academic scholar and author. I would like to thank the organizer of Skillmap Training and Services Limited for inviting me to be part of the official world record attempt. We shall overcome, a campaign on Rebuild India. It is my privilege to be with you all to explore combating the global pandemic through motivation using life skills. Before we begin, I would like you to sit comfortably. Now, show me your hands. Put one hand on your heart and other hand on your belly button. Or you can rest both of your hands on your legs. Make your shoulder nice and relaxed. If you are comfortable, then close your eyes. I want you to concentrate on your breathing, nice and easy. Think about the moment you are experiencing right now. Forget about the past, it is gone. Do not worry about the future because it is an illusion. Just concentrate on here and now. Now, gently open your eyes. Welcome back. Currently, with the global pandemic situation, we have all found ourselves adhering to government guidelines through self-isolating or isolating with members of the family and staying safe at home. Although the world is having a phased reopening with children going back to school and people going back to work, we have entered a new normal society. We are still socially distancing and wearing face masks and gloves when we go out. This is difficult for us because we as human beings are creatures of habits and we do not like change. The way in which we communicate has been altered. We must adapt to these changes, otherwise we will be left behind in many aspects in our lives. We forget that even the surface of the earth at the equator moves at the speed of 460 meters per second or approximately 1000 miles per hour. So we too must adapt to changes. But sometimes we can feel a little bit lazy and less motivated than we did before the global pandemic because we have got used to the way that we have been living over the last 5 to 6 months. Research has found that on average, it takes more than 2 months before a new behavior becomes automatic. 66 days to be exact. The time to form a new habit can vary depending on person's behavior and circumstances. Therefore, it can also take this longer for us to lose or gain our motivation to do the things that we used to like doing. So what is motivation? Motivation can be described as a reason or reason for acting or behaving in a particular way. In this context, we are associating motivation with a particular behavior towards our self-growth. To help us during this global pandemic, we can view it as a process that initiates, guides, and maintains our behavior towards a goal. It involves biological, emotional, social, and cognitive forces. It is through motivation that we act. For example, if we are thirsty, we go and get a glass of water. So, our motivation to get water is to reduce our thirst. Or our motivation to listen to a talk or read a book is to gain knowledge. In everyday life, Motivation is a word used to understand why an individual does something. It can be perceived as the driving force behind human actions. It is not only the factors that activate behaviors, it also maintains goal directed action. In this situation, our motivation is to overcome challenges of this global pandemic and rebuild ourselves, India, and countries we reside in. But how can we do that? Initially, we need to be self-motivated. Research has suggested that there are four components of motivation. Number one, achievement drive or the personal drive to achieve, improve, and meet certain standards. Number two, commitment to your own personal goals. Number three, initiative or the readiness to act on opportunities. Number four, optimism or the tendency to look ahead and persevere with the belief that you can reach your goals. So if we believe that we can do something, then we definitely can. Therefore, within this pandemic, we can do anything. We can view the pandemic as a transition stage, but each individual passes through different stages at different pace. According to research, there are three stages of transition that individuals go through. Number one, the ending, losing and letting go old ways and identities. Number two, when we enter a neutral zone where the old realities has gone but the new reality has not been totally formed yet. Number three, we enter a new beginning working with new energy and a sense of purpose. Currently, many people are finding themselves in a neutral zone, which means that we are between the old reality and a new forming reality. So we cannot do what we used to like to do before, but doing new things does not feel comfortable yet. This is the time when our old habits are replaced with new ones. So it has been found that the anxiety that we feel rises and the motivation falls. In this situation, people can doubt themselves. The energy that we could generally be using to reach our goals is being utilized as a coping strategies. Productivity may suffer, but it is also a time where we can be creative and generate new ideas. What do we want through this pandemic? We want to achieve happiness. Understandably, we may find it difficult, but we should be thankful for everything we have. Because when we are thankful, there is no other thought or feeling. By being thankful, we fill our heart with happiness and our minds feel contained and satisfied. In the moments of sincere and a deep gratitude, we feel that whatever we have is enough and we ourselves are enough. In this moment, we do not want anything and do not desire anything. We feel peace and happy. Whenever we feel sad, sorrow, or discontent, then stop for a moment. Take a breath and be thankful for everything that we have. We should appreciate the breath that we have just taken. Be thankful for the life and power behind that breath. Give thanks and choose happiness. When we are happy, we can then automatically feel motivated. However, like every other things in life, our motivation and willpower can fluctuate. Sometimes we may feel very highly driven, while sometimes we may not know what we want to achieve. or how to achieve it. Therefore, it is important to have some goals. We should focus on the things that are important to us, the things that make us happy, and we enjoy doing the things. Therefore, make a list of all your hobbies and activities that you wish to achieve in a particular day. You may want to schedule a time each day to talk to a friend or loved ones. Take a virtual class to learn something new. Volunteer to deepen your sense of purpose. Spend time with people who look like your future than your past. Think positively. We need to surround ourselves with positive people and keep away from negative. But ensure you act with integrity and treat others how you want to be treated. This skill improves your personality the most, because if you are true to your word, you will be admired, respected, and appreciated by others. Therefore, seek to be true and honest individuals. Understand the value of other people, respect others and yourself. Through being positive, you create a positive energy and express positive vibes through your attitudes. It is always easy to look for negative aspect of people, but you should forget the negativity and focus on positive. Always see the best in people. Welcome people in your environment with a warm smile and spread happiness and joy. But how can we do this? We can do this through our actions, ethics, and behavior. Help people when they require your help. Be thoughtful and generous with your time, knowledge, and resources. Aim to be happy, light-hearted, and see the funny side of a situation and practice gratitude. Individuals enjoy being around people that makes them smile or laugh. It creates happy moments through which you can share positive energy. This happiness will automatically gives us the motivation to build on life skills. What are life skills? I want you to imagine a strong network made up of family and friends that are all around you. Each person brings their own personality and positive attributes. Some parts of that personality might be weaker and require strengthening, but that's okay, because together you are united and strong. You learn from each other, you laugh together, you cry together, and you experience life together. You are using the useful skills that you have to maintain that strong family and friends network within your own lives. These are life skills. But remember, each person learns through their own perspective, taking their own time. That is just part of life. Life would be boring if we would be all same. Being different is what makes interesting. When we think about life skills, we can define it as skills that is necessary or desirable for full participation in our everyday life. They are skills that are useful in our day-to-day life, ranging from simple skills that we were taught as children, like unbuttoning a shirt, to harder skills like driving a car or using a computer, or any skills we utilize to face life challenges. It has been found that approximately 85% of your success and happiness will be a result of how well you interact with others. And through your personality, it is decided if a person are attracted to you or turn away from you. We can only improve our looks naturally only to a certain extent, but we are able to improve our personality traits as much as we could desire. We can develop our personality skills and integrate those skills we choose that are agreeable to us and fit well with us into our personality. So, the question will arise in our mind, how can we achieve this? Listen intently to other people in your personal or professional life. For example, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, who was the First Lady of the United States during the presidency of John F. Kennedy. She was regarded as an international icon of style and culture. Now, Jackie was considered to be one of the most charming, beautiful women in the world. This is because she cultivated the skills of being an exceptional listener. She was renowned for the way she would look at the person in the eyes. She would listen to every single word and make them feel important. This is a life skill to develop. Reading is a wonderful way of expanding your knowledge and cultivating new interests. The more you read and learn, the more you relate to other individuals, providing an opportunity to exchange views and ideas, creating a connection and expanding your personality to make you more interesting and relatable to others. Once you have gathered knowledge on a variety of different subject areas, learn the art of communication. It provides you with the knowledge to contribute to discussions and gives you the encouragement and confidence to talk about related themes. It is impossible to know everything about a subject area from one single perspective and viewpoint. Therefore, it is refreshing to learn from others and share knowledge. A unique perspective on a subject area is always refreshing in all conversation. Therefore, do not be afraid to project your opinion. It is through expressing an opinion that conversation flourish. Do not expect other people to agree. You are expressing your own perspective in a subject area, and each person has a right to their own viewpoint. This is what creates an interesting and stimulating conversation by highlighting your interesting personality. The best way to extend your skills is by meeting new people and interacting with those individuals who are not like you. Seek to understand their culture and adopt a new way of thinking through trying to understand what they do. But do not forget yourself. Just relax and be you. Every single individual has a unique personality with different points of view. Do not try to be that individual who tries very hard to be socially accepted. You are authentic. So develop your skills. Do not change yourself. During this difficult period we need to possess good communication skill. This can help us to build relationships. We can listen well, and we can also vary communication to suit the circumstances. There are many different forms of communication, including verbal, non-verbal, family, business, political, interpersonal forms of communication. It is very easy for communication barriers to be formed. This causes an effect and has undesirable consequences. Therefore, we must be conscious of filtering the thought process before conveying messages. Do not have selective or biased perception. Think about a person's own emotions while conveying messages or receiving them. Be mindful of language used or be aware of language barrier. Understand Some people have communication anxiety. Be mindful of differences in gender or even being politically correct, using carefully chosen words, or even differences in cultural aspect. Due to globalization, it is now important to keep our knowledge updated on different cultures in order to communicate effectively with people without leading to unnecessary conflict due to lack of understanding, due to cultural differences on communication. So, how can we improve our body language? Always carry a pleasant smile in your face. Maintain a proper eye contact. When you have the chance of standing, stand up, because people who stand always look powerful. Always use your hand or arm movements during any kind of explanation, which will make you look confident. Always sit up with your toe pointing out. Avoid hand to face movements during any conversation. Do not cover or hide in a meeting or a group discussion. Avoid folded arms and crossed legs during speaking and listening. Avoid nail biting, scratching head during any confused situation. Avoid grooming gestures when you are in public. Decision is a core skill required within life in general, because it is a skill that is required in many different situations and circumstances, especially when unforeseen circumstances occur. It is about making the best possible choice in the shortest time. We should also be able to show the reasoning behind the decisions we have made. There is a 6-step decision-making process that we can utilize. It may not work for every decision we make, but it is a useful framework when it comes to making a tough decision. If a decision has to be made quickly, you probably won't have the luxury of running through each steps. Step number 1, identify the problem, opportunity or challenge. Step number 2, develop a set of potential responses or viable solution. Step number 3, evaluate the benefits and any associated cost with the implementation of each solution. Step number 4, select the most suitable solution or response to address the issue. Step number 5, the implementation your possible decision. Step number 6, review the impact of the decision and amending the course of action as required. Another skill is time management. These may be perceived more as an attitude than a skill, but skills can be developed, and so can time management and the ability to work under pressure. Time management is the process of planning and exercising conscious control over the amount of time allocated to specific activities, so as to increase efficiency and productivity. Time management is important because as time becomes limited, effective management of your schedule will allow you to increase your productivity, explore more opportunities, make better decisions, give priority to important things, say goodbye to stress, boost your free time, drive the road to success. Managing time is not just all about squeezing the maximum number of things possible in your schedule. It is important that you are doing things effectively in a way that are more important things that are done first. Your work is simplified, you save time, and your stress level are reduced. An important skill to develop is leadership skills. You might think, why is that important in this pandemic? Well, it is important because we are all leaders and we all want to rebuild our broken society. Leadership skills are behaviors, tools, and capabilities that a person requires to be successful at motivating in redirecting others. It is also the ability to help people grow in their own abilities and can drive others to achieve their own success. Leadership is a life skill that you can show even if you are not directly managing others. What do leadership skills involve? They involve understanding how to motivate the behavior of others and understand your own role. You must be committed to a vision of improving our country and demonstrate integrity. Be a good role model and citizen. You should develop good problem solving skills and also communicate effectively and have a positive attitude. We are all leaders and should all act like a leader through demonstrating the following qualities: the desire to lead, commitment to the objective, and finally, an individual should have integrity, which is holding true to your words, authenticate in action and speech. You demonstrate the behavior you like to see within others. Just like leadership skill, it takes up practice and perseverance, which includes being sincere, consistent, and aim to be a person of substance who is fair to all others. A good leader is good at and promotes teamwork. Take responsibility. As a leader, you need to take responsibility for the welfare of the project. If something goes wrong, you should step in and ensure that a solution is decided on and implemented. But we can only achieve this through teamwork and working together. Now you know that life skills can be developed, and that is a key factor. You can work towards enhancing yourselves. So work hard and achieve your goals because you know that you can combine life skills within life to improve and overcome this pandemic and rebuild India. We all have the power and ability to obtain the life skills that we feel necessary. We can shape our personalities and develop ourselves to be the best that we can be. When we do this, not only do we obtain happiness and fulfillment, but we also contribute to the happiness to others in society. You can now see that life skill is like an umbrella within which there is a united family of skills in order to be part of a successful organization. You need to master and adapt all good qualities of life skills to make the organization you are involved a better place to work, bringing happiness and unity. Together, all the individual within an organization bring success through their own life skills. From a personal perspective, we all have a mind, heart, and a soul. The mind is intelligent but cannot work alone. The soul is peaceful but again cannot work alone. And the heart is loving and a caring. If you combine intelligence and peace together, you get fulfillment. If you link intelligence and love together, you get harmony. When you link peace, love, together you are prime. However, when you link mind, heart, and soul together, then we can achieve pure happiness. In my opinion, this is the key to happiness. This pandemic has brought many challenges. The world is upside down, but you know how to turn it back around. You are the future, the master of your own destiny. When people around you are unwell, hungry, power and money you make alone is immaterial. We want to be the part of the wider solution, not the problem. But how? I have three important tips to share with you. Number one, believe in yourself. Nothing in life is constant. Even a caterpillar changes into a beautiful butterfly. So you know that you have the strength to create positive change and inspire others. Do not be afraid. The world has faced previous challenges, war, disease, political unrest, financial crisis. We came out resilient and stronger than before. We learned from the past and created a better future. You can make this country prosperous again. Number two, follow your true instinct. Do the right things. Do not forget your ethical values. Be kind, be humble, be supportive, be helpful. Help each other. Number three, be the person that builds bridges. Respect diversity despite background, ethnicity, social, political, or religious lookouts. Remember, this is our country. You can change the future. You can shape the future. You can make positive impact on society at large. Start with your family and friends. I always believe that by working together, we can make a positive global change. We shall overcome challenges and rebuild India together. Thank you.